Alright guys, one moment and I'll just switch this over. Screw it, we're going to do it the old way. Alright, welcome back to today's workout. So as you can see, we've just got our kettlebells down here. It's just going to be a kettlebell triplet here today. So I've got moderately heavy through to the heavy on the 32s, and we're simply going to go for 5 rounds. It's entirely up to you, the pacing that you take, but this is just something that we're just going to focus on, a really simple workout today. Movement number 1, I've got myself a milk crate here that lets me squat to just below parallel for me. And I'm going to go, the first exercise is going to be a double arm front rack squat with the 20s. So again, just to demonstrate that, take your kettlebells up, get them into the front rack, get your foot positioning, and from here, down and up for a set of 10. I'm going to then push them off to the side. My second motion, I'm going to come into, I'm now going to grab a heavier kettlebell, so I'm going from 20s to the 24, and now going to go for kettlebell swings. So I'm going for 10 double arm front rack, going to go into 15 kettlebell swings. So again, generating the power through the hips. And that gets my 15, and then the final, as you can see by here, I've got a pair of 32s. We're simply going to pull them into a nice carry. We're going to focus on an open hook. So for those who can see, this is what I mean by an open hook. I'm not necessarily gripping over. I don't want my thumb in. I'm just an open hook, or what people might call a false hook or a hook grip. And I'm simply going to pick these guys up. So again, come off to the side. I grab them. And as you can see, thumbs are not engaged. Pull the shoulders back, and we're simply going to go for a walk. In this case, I've got a distance of about 15 meters from here out down the driveway and back. That'll make it 30 meters. And I'm going to do that twice without putting the kettlebells down. So what will tend to happen throughout the workout, you'll find the pace will slowly get faster because I'm trying to complete the 60 meters without having to let the kettlebells down, or in my case, wanting to pull my thumbs in and pull them over into the grip. So for me, it's just I'm working on my false grip, just so that other things like doing a power clean, I've got my thumbs typically not engaged. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to increase my power clean, and therefore anything that I can do in this motion is going to help. Again, not a CrossFit athlete, just that's what I want to do. So just to recap, 5 rounds, double arm front rack for a set of 10, increase the weight, 15 Russian swings. If you prefer American swings and that's your jam, then go ahead and do American swings. We're only talking the Russian swings to here. And again, it's all hip drive. We're not muscling the kettlebell. And then the final thing, we're going onto a farmer's carry for 4 laps of the 15 meters, which we'll see is totally in that 60. All up, we're going to do that 5 times. Now, if you don't have kettlebells, and if you're following me by now, you know I'm a fan of the ruck, right, or a sandbag. Then you can add weight to your ruck. If you don't have actual weights, it's easy. Go to your local, in our case here in Australia, go to Bunnings, spend $7, you'll get a 20 kilo bag of sand, it's about yay big, and simply take that out, get some Ziploc bags from your local grocery store, and add some sand in. You know, for the Ziploc bags, you're probably going to end up with those little tiny small, not A5, but partially smaller, but even at A5, you're probably going to get roughly a kilo of sand in there. You want to make it a bit heavier, wet it. Okay, it will dry out eventually, but wet it and it will be heavier. Just zip tie it off, they can go into your ruck. If you're concerned about them breaking, then just run some sticky tape around the outside and make a little pack. And again, weight wise, anywhere from maybe 200 or 300 grams to maybe a kilo, depending upon the bag. That way you can just chuck them in and out. Option 2, plenty of us have got the 600ml bottles around. Go to your beach, fill up your 600ml bottle. You know that 600ml of water is 600ml. Simple, straightforward. Fill it up with sand, work out what that is, add a bit of water in it, and you'll probably get a kilo out of each one of those little plastic bottles, and they can simply go into your bag to add weight. So again, you can come into a front rack, you can bear hug it and squat. You can come into a front rack with the handles with your ruck and squat, or with your sandbag, okay? You can also do your ruck swing. All you do is you turn to the side and you've got your ruck swings. And if that's the case, when it comes to the heavy, you may not want to load the ruck up too much. You might have a sandbag and a ruck. Try to get them at the same weight. Grab the sandbag by the middle handle, grab the ruck by the side handle, and go for your walk. Again, if you don't have that, as I said, $7, 20 kilo, Sydney wash sand at Bunnings. You got 2 of those bags, take a little bit out of each, put a zip tie around them, grab them, even if they're 2 lots of 10 kilos, and go for a walk. There's simply the reason why doing that is I want you to then focus on gripping something. Okay, it's it's grip work that we're doing here. If you don't have any of that and you happen to have, say, a barbell at home, then grab the plates and do a pinch walk. So pinch the plates and walk as far as you can and work on that grip. That's it. Short, simple, straightforward. 5 rounds today, 10 front squats, 15 swings. Take the heavies for 4 laps at 15 or so meters for a total of 60, 5 times through. That's today's workout. All right, guys. Cheers.